Hey, this is Joe Crump. This is video 16, the last video in this particular series. It's titled 7 Reasons Why You Should Not Give Up. The first reason, the first deal is always the toughest. Expect it. Go into it knowing that. Once you learn how to do this, though, it becomes much easier. Your path for learning this process, you have to make mistakes. You have to screw up. You have to make a fool of yourself. You have to put yourself out on the edge to do this. And when you started this program, you knew that it wasn't going to be a get-rich-quick scheme. You knew that it was a business-building program, and that if you treat it like a business, you will make money at it. You just got to follow through with it. So know that the first deal is the toughest. The second one's going to be easier. The 10th one is going to be way easier than that. And by the time you get to the 20th, 50th, 100th deal, it's going to be a slam dunk for you every time you go out and do it. So if you don't give up and you get through that first deal, the second one is going to make it much, much easier. The second reason is you have an automated marketing system that no one has ever had before in the history of the world. In the history of real estate. You've got a system here that I've been working on in different ways for 25 years that we've been developing and changing. The new technologies allowed us to take all the systems, all the automation, all the marketing tactics and tools and the ability that I've developed over these years and put it all together in a way that works seamlessly together. Hopefully over this last month or so, you've gotten a pretty good feel for what this thing can do and what it can bring to you, and I hope that you're looking at it in a realistic way that says, wow, if these leads are coming in like this, there's no reason that I shouldn't be able to convert them and put them into deals and make thousands of dollars on a regular basis, because these things just keep coming in day after day after day. The third reason is quitting your day job and becoming a real estate investor is a real thing. It's a good reason not to give up. Keep that in mind as you're going through this. Not everybody wants to quit their job that comes into this program, but many of you do. And from personal experience, I know that having a day job is it's soul crushing for me. I'm not good at working for somebody else. I like having my own business, of controlling my own hours, of controlling my own time. The other day I wasn't feeling so good, and I actually laid down on the floor in my office just to take a nap. And one of my assistants came over and she knocked on my door, and afterwards I was talking to my wife, and she said, "Boy, it sure is good that you have your own business. You know, you don't have to worry about people walking in on you while you're asleep." And I said, well, actually, she apologized to me for waking me up. That's the difference between having a job and of having your own business where you're in charge and you make the decisions. And everything is based on whether or not you do the work and whether you follow through. And the amount of work that you do is no longer based on the hours you put in, but on the way you think about this process. And your income is scalable, and the amount of time you work is determined by you. So that's a great reason not to quit. Another reason is you owe it to your family to be successful. You know, there's so much that you can give them if you've got the income to do it. But there's even more that you can give them if you've got the time. You know, they say that if you have kids, you know what it doesn't matter that you have quantity time. What matters is that you have quality time. Well, quality time is great, but also quantity time makes a huge difference. If you have quantity time with your kids, then you can raise them in a way that and should be able to show them the love that you want to do it. And if you have a job like this, if you have a job like I do, then you can be with your kids all the time. When my kids come home from school, I'm here. You know, when my daughter wants to go off to dance and she's learning how to drive, I get a ride to dance with her and drive home. You know, when I get to go out to dinner with my son, you know, on days that he's not working. So it's just a wonderful way to have a family, and whether it's kids that you've got, or whether it's you know, your significant other that you're with, or whether it's just wanting to be with friends, the time you spend with them makes all the difference. And being able to have control of your time makes it possible for you to give more to the people that you love. And I think that's maybe the goal for all of us. It's not just about what we're going to do for ourselves, but what we're going to do for the people we love. We all want to give good things to those folks. And this will give you an opportunity to do it if you'll stick with it, if you'll build this business. The fifth reason, you own it yourself, and you get to do something that you love. So you owe it to yourself to do the thing that you love in life. And maybe it's not real estate investing. If it's not, go out and do something else. Maybe that's a reason to quit. You just don't like it. But don't give up because it's a little irritating or it's a little difficult. Because you've had this dream. Most of the people that come into this program have had a dream of being a real estate investor all their lives. They've always known that it was possible. They just didn't know how to do it. They didn't have the technique. They didn't have the strategies. They didn't have the systems, and they didn't know how to put it all together. Or some of you have been real estate investors for a while, and you've made money, and you've done okay, and you may do it full time, but you've never had a system that does it consistently for you all your life. This business, this system, this automation will give you those things. And again, if it's not what you want, don't do it. Find something that you want. But you owe it to yourself to do the things that you love. The sixth thing is real estate investing is the best business in the world. There are more millionaires who built their wealth from real estate than from any other income source. All you need to do is find a system that works with the limitations that you have. Many of you don't have a lot of cash to invest, or maybe you don't even have good credit. But that doesn't matter with this system. The credit, cash doesn't matter. As a matter of fact, I believe that if you can make money, if you can't make money with no money, you sure can't make money with money. They always say you got to have money to make money, but it's just not true. If you can't make money with no money, you sure can't make money with money. Keep that in mind as you go through this, and use that as you build your wealth in real estate. And you only have a short time here on earth. You only have one life to live. So how are you going to live it? Some of you may want to be rich. I know that was a motivator for me. But from all of the conversations I've had with my students in the past, the biggest reason people would join my program was to enhance their quality of life. Not just with things, but with time, with freedom, with pride in building a business. It's not about the money. It's about the quality of your life. And finally, the seventh thing, the people I know who are happy in life are usually happy because they have a purpose. With real estate, we make money. If you use my systems by helping other people, every day, you're helping people to get out of major financial jams. You're helping folks get a great home for their families, homes they would never get without your help. Nobody talks to these folks because they can't make them any money. But you have a solution for them. And for sellers, nobody can sell some of these homes. They're underwater. They have no equity. They're upside down. But you come in and you take the problem off their hands. You come in and you save them from foreclosure and bankruptcy, and they love you for it. And it's that's what life is about. To love and to be loved. I hope you'll keep your eyes on the dream. I hope you'll not give up. My dream for you is that you get the best of all good things in your life, and that you're able to use the tools, the training, and the systems I've created for you to have the life you've always known was possible. Hang in there. Keep up the training. Think about getting involved in my mentor program. I'd love to be able to teach you personally and take you by the hand and help you build a powerful, profitable, ethical, honorable business. This is a great life. Do the things that you love. Hang in there. Do the work. Take care now.